And we're heading out of Old Mount Pleasant back on the Coleman Boulevard, Ben Sawyer Boulevard, whatever you want to call it. It's Ben Sawyer this way, it's Coleman back that way. And we're going to go down to Simmons Pointe and ride through there. If you can see directly in front of us is the bridge that goes out to Sullivan's Island, so you can see you're very close to the islands. All right, turning into Simmons Pointe. Simmons Pointe is a community of condominiums and freestanding houses, about 55 condo units and about, I think, 29 or 30 freestanding single-family houses. The big draw to this is the view. The views off the back of these are great. You have, in the front, you have a pool, a small fitness center, and a community club area. These units do have elevators, so I think that's a lot of times people, don't want to buy something that's, multi-story unless it has an elevator. And even though these were built in the 80s, I think 86 is the first building that was built back here. These were built with, I guess, people's retirement age in mind, and there are a lot of retirees that live back here. So if you're looking for an area of Mount Pleasant that is not overrun with kids, Simmons Pointe has a lot of potential, I think, to give you, that type of setup. And these are, there's 3 levels to each one of these. So, there's 2, 4, 6 units in each building. The average house price at the time of shooting this video right now is about $470,000 is what the math I did on it was. One thing do keep in mind about Simmons Pointe, it was a bit of a detraction from it for many years, is that it was in a V as in velocity flood zone. They put up a trip wall, which is basically a seawall, I guess about 3 years ago. And that turned their, quarterly flood insurance payments, which were, almost $2,000 a unit, to about $2,000 a year for flood insurance, which is still high, but, to be this close to the water, sometimes you're going to pay a little bit extra. So I think Simmons Pointe is definitely an area if you want not to have to do a lot of maintenance, because all this is cared for by the Homeowners Association and the regime. This is a great spot to end up in. So I do like Simmons Pointe. From here, we're going to head out of Simmons Pointe and we're going to go into Sawyer's Landing here in just a second. And again, giving y'all some perspective of where we are. Directly out front of us is Coleman Boulevard, Ben Sawyer Boulevard. And to our right would be to head to Sullivan's Island, which is we're going to head in that direction here in just a second.